Hey guys, I'm frequently asked, what is it of all the successful students that go through the course, that I've worked with, what do they have in common? And so in this video, I'm gonna share with you 5 things that are in common in every one of my successful students. And although it may sound like common sense is not always common practice. Now, my name is Cody Hoffine. I'm the founder of Real Estate Freedom Formula, where I help individuals, thousands of students across this great nation, step-by-step instruction how to get their first real estate deal and how to consistently do more deals each and every month. Let's break this down now. Let's get right into this video so that you can just start learning, what do I need to do to be successful? I've broken this down from hundreds of students, interviewing them and breaking it down to these 5 principles. So let's get going right now. Number 1 is an attitude of progress, not perfection. What does this mean? Too many times when we're getting into something new, we get stuck in this analysis paralysis, or we get stuck at like YouTube University, where we're just watching video after video after video, and we're learning and we're information gathering, but yet meanwhile you haven't taken any action. All you've done is just information, education, and you just keep doing it over and over again. The students that succeed at a high level are the ones that get one piece of instruction and get out there and take action. They don't go over to YouTube and say, well, can I find a more efficient way? Like, how would I do that where I could cut off a little bit of time and make this easier? There's just nothing easy about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship's tough. It's gonna treat you like you're wrong. Like it's gonna make you question yourself, doubt yourself. So you just gotta simply know it's gonna be tough. But have an attitude of progress, not perfection. Just get out there, take massive, imperfect action, fail your way forward, know you're gonna make mistakes, and it's okay. It's okay. Our mistakes are what teach us how to become better individuals. It's not our wins. Most people's success or most people's wins kill them. It kills their business because they don't take the time to learn from their wins. They just thought, oh, I won, so I'm gonna go out there. They don't take the time to study why they won. But losses are an easy way for each one of us. When we lose, we really don't lose. We learn. We find ways to get better. We find what we can do differently next time. So get out there with progress, not perfection, and fail your way forward. That's number 1. Number 2 is having an abundant mindset. You can't think that, oh man, there's so much competition in my state that it's not gonna work out. I mean, there's too many other real estate investors and it's just not gonna work out. It won't work for me. You must have an abundant mindset. You must feel like you're going to the ocean with 5-gallon buckets, right? And if I had a family sitting next to me at the ocean and we're at this huge beach looking out this big, beautiful ocean, and if I had a scarcity mindset or a competitive mindset like, oh man, this family's gonna take away from our fun. Kids, go in there and grab like buckets of water and let's make it less fun for them. Guys, there's so much opportunity out there that pulling out 5 gallons of buckets of water from the ocean is not gonna make a dent in the ocean. They're still gonna have a heck of a time enjoying the beach. So don't have a scarcity mindset. There's more deals out there than any one of us can handle. There's so many deals out there in real estate that not any one investor can take care of all of them. Have an abundant mindset. We're all going to the ocean with 5-gallon buckets. And at the end of the day, there's still gonna be plenty of water left. There's still gonna be plenty of deals left for more individuals to come in and have that blessing, that opportunity in their life as well. So that's number 2. Number 3 is, it's facing your fear, right? I want you to think about this. Facing your fear with proximity. What does that mean? Proximity is closeness, right? So if you have a fear, you gotta face it with proximity. You've gotta face it head on. You can't let fear take you back. Real estate will present many doubts, many concerns, many struggles, and many fears. You're talking to a lot of individuals, and if you're an introvert, maybe you're like, oh, I don't wanna talk to people. I'm not really good at talking to people. If that's the case, you must face that fear, acknowledge it, and not run away from it, but face it with proximity. I want you to think back when you were a little kid and you're riding a bike with training wheels and you're out there, you just feel like a big shot. You're like smiling from ear to ear. And the first time one of your parents or siblings come out and they're like, we're gonna take the training wheels off and you're gonna ride just on the 2 wheels. And that smile just went from like, no way, I'm not doing it. And you're presented a fear. But many of you, if not all of you watching this video, learned how to ride a bike. How did you do it? You faced your fear with proximity. You knew that you were going to fall a couple times, but with guidance from a parent, with guidance from a sibling, you were able to ultimately through time maybe fall, maybe a little bit further than fall, and then really quick, you're able to find your balance and you pedal off and you're doing just fine. And now you can go years without riding a bike and still hop on a bike and just do it. The fear doesn't come up of, oh man, I got to relearn this. The fear is gone. Why though? Because you faced it with proximity. So all the fears that come up in real estate, you must acknowledge them, but don't run away from them. Face them with proximity. That's number 3. Number 4, this comes from an individual that I wish I would have met personally. He was an incredible individual that was taken off this earth way too soon. His name was Jim Rohn, and he is a great. He's one of the guys that you hear so many people on stages like Tony Robbins, Darren Hardy. In fact, Darren Hardy owns all the rights to Jim Rohn, which is a very smart move. Jim Rohn, he was just one of the greats. And he shares that you're the average of the 5 closest individuals you spend the most time with. What does this suggest? This means without even meeting you, for you watching me, whoever's watching me right now, I don't even need to meet you to know how much money you make, what your hobbies, your skill sets are, what you don't like to do. All I got to do is go spend one night with your 5 closest friends or your 5 closest family members, and I will instantly know a lot about you because you're the average of the 5 closest individuals you hang out with. If your friends like football, good chances are you like football. If you like to go party on the weekends, good chances are you like to go party on the weekends, right? All because you're the average of the 5 closest individuals you spend most time with. Now think about that. You're like, oh man, but whether it's good or bad, let's say a negative influence. Oh, my friends, yeah, they're negative, but I don't do that. That's like saying, I'm gonna try swimming today without getting wet. It's impossible, right? It's gonna wear off. So remember that. Now, why do I share this? Because the students that succeed, they don't just hang around with the people that they've always hung out with. It doesn't mean you forget about them or that you stop loving them or stop caring for them. That doesn't what it means. It means that you're going to start also finding new circles. You're going to start finding new individuals. But what are you looking for? You're looking for people that are already in the destination that you want to be at. Because if you start surrounding yourself with those individuals, you'll see that they live principles and have skill sets that maybe you're not living or don't have. And as you start to adopt those skill sets and their way of living, the likelihood of you becoming them becomes a reality. So remember, number 4, start upping your game. Start upping your game and finding individuals. If you want to be a dang good real estate investor, go hang out with people that are already in the destination that you want to be in. Go hang out with dang good real estate investors. And the likelihood of you becoming them becomes a reality. That's number 4. Number 5 is, again from Jim Rohn. He's one of my favorites. He says, rarely does an individual's income exceed their level of personal development. Let's say that one more time. It's going to be up on this card too, so you can see it on this page. Let's say it one more time though. Rarely does a person's income exceed their level of personal development. What does this mean? It means you better be committed each and every day. My successful students that are doing deals consistently have all adopted this. They'll minimum always read 10 pages a day from something that uplifts them. They're not reading, although could be great books, Twilight and Harry Potter's. They're reading books that are making them have better mindset. They're reading books that help them be better in relationships, maybe with their own spouse, with their own kids. They're reading books about finances, how to become financially free. They're reading books that are training them to skill up, level up, and better themselves for the future. So that's something you got to think of and commit to. If you want to be a millionaire, then you must bring your level of personal development up to that line that you want to be at. You want to be a millionaire? Then you better start working on yourself. Become the person that is worthy of making $1 million. That's what it is. Very rarely in this quote will you see someone make $1 million, but their mindset's here. You just won't see it. You've got to work on yourself and your income will follow. Remember these 5 principles. I hope they help you guys because this really is the common thread of all my successful students that I've interviewed. These are the 5 principles that will really help you excel how great you are in real estate. Get out there and do that. Although it sounds like common sense. You're like, oh, those are common sense. It's not always common practice. Go through these 5 and make sure you really do a deep dive on this. See where you're good at and what needs work. Work on those, and this will lead you into a better life and getting so much better at getting out there and finding the deals that you want and increasing that income to the level that you want. Hope this has helped. Take care. Now get out there and do deals.